We are very lucky today to have Dr. Joanna Wardwell-Ozgo with us today, and she's going to talk about her experience in using Kritik, our peer assessment platform.
So I used Kritik for an upper division course called medical genetics. I wanted to make it a writing intensive course. I wanted the students to have a lot of dialogue and to challenge themselves by hearing different points of view, possibly even the viewpoint of somebody who had some type of connection to whatever we were talking about. But I wanted to do that in a way that was sensitive to the topic. And so it was very writing intensive. Students used Kritik to read articles that were based on whatever disease or syndrome that we were talking about. And so we ran a journal club a little bit in advance of when we would talk about the kind of actual science. And then the class would come back together and discuss the paper and the kind of science behind whatever disease or syndrome we were talking about. Students definitely grew in confidence and comfort with their primary literature. They saw a lot of scientific data and really grew in their ability to interpret and analyze that. I really focused heavily on the interpretation analysis and then the kind of what next experiment. And they got more and more comfortable taking scientific jargon and communicating it in a way that their peers could understand. And that really improved their scientific writing skills. The benefits to me were huge. I was able to run an entire journal club without increasing my grading burden at all. That really allowed me to focus on providing a lot of feedback for their capstone project. Another real benefit was once I made a journal club assignment, I was able to copy it and edit it as needed. So the bulk of kind of my objectives and everything stayed the same. I would just swap out the paper and make sure that the attached rubric was kind of what I wanted to do it, but it was really easy to make multiple assignments for the same type of thing. The rubrics that were available are great, and they're editable, and you can then save the different versions. And so it really made it easy to customize grading and build out a rubric that was helpful for students to understand kind of what they needed to look for. But they really, by the end of it, and they've stopped me in the hall and said, like, they feel so much more comfortable reading primary scientific literature. It's not scary to them anymore. And it truly, I could not have had them, I think I had them read like 8 or 9 scientific papers throughout the semester. There's no way I could have graded a journal club that provided any type of like solid feedback and to them for that many students. So I would not have been able to run a journal club without it. They learned from their peers and their writing improved without really any effort from me. This was all just the benefit of seeing how your peers write and adapting.